Hi there and welcome. This is Jean-Marc again with your LinkedIn Confident Connector. We are in Module 1, Part 2, and I'm super happy to have you here with me because we're going to be talking about a very, very important topic that affects all of us, especially when it comes to LinkedIn, and that is keyword research, okay? Now, if you remember in the last video, just to recap that, we were talking about setting up your profile and doing a professional picture, right? That is important because we don't want people thinking we're trolls, right? We're wanting them to think that we are these professional, awesome, and just erudite individuals. You love that word, right? Erudite individuals who are really just masters of the universe or what have you. But what also is going to help that is the keywords we use in our profile. So let's look at our perfect profile formula. If you remember that, let's check that out again. All right, now let's go back over here. Our perfect profile formula is going to be PH plus KRD plus KRL plus MI equals that perfect profile. So again, what was that? That was that professional headshot, right? Our PH, our keyword-rich descriptions, KRD, our keyword-rich lists, that is our KRL, and our media insertions, and that is our MI, and that's what makes the perfect profile. So let's get into that next part, the keyword research, which is really going to help you take your profile from just, I guess this person can kind of do what I think they can do, to awesome and amazing. Now, let's think. When we have our profiles on LinkedIn, people may be searching for something. They may be just looking around to connect with friends, but we generally have three types of people that are going to see our LinkedIn profiles. And these are going to be our talent trios. Okay? So our talent trios are going to be made up of our peers, VIPs, and helpful third parties. So our peers, we know that those are the people that are doing the same sorts of work that we're doing, and they just want to collaborate to maybe pool resources, right? So they might be looking to join up with you on a project or something like that. We know that our helpful third parties can be folks that necessarily you aren't connecting with on purpose, but find out about you, say through a shared connection. And these folks are awesome because every time they connect with you, it's like a surprise. Like say, someone wants to interview you because they heard about a project you do with so-and-so. That's really awesome. I've had that happen a few times where people will connect with me because of something else I did, and it's sweet. That happens once you grow your network, which is what this program is all about. Now, the part in the middle that we all want, right, is our VIPs, these very important persons, right? We're wanting them to connect with us. So all of this is going to be brought about, this awesome connection is going to be brought about by showing up in our LinkedIn searches. Okay, so if we go to LinkedIn, our lovely, lovely LinkedIn main page, we are going to see this great thing called a search bar. Folks are going to search whatever it is they need. And your job, and my job as well, is to show up in that. So that's what makes our keyword research really, really important. So how do we find these great keywords? Well, there are a few ways to drum up ideas. And these are ways I use to find keywords, whether it's for products or even if it's for my profile. So let's look at a few of those. Let's start with our friend Word Tracker, which is called the #1 keyword tool that reveals thousands of words that Planner doesn't. Okay. So here's our word tracker. You're going to see that's app, app.wordtracker.com. Okay? So that's going to be the site you want to go to. Or you can just search word tracker. It comes up pretty easy. So we just enter our keyword into this front part here. And it's going to show us monthly averages and global, our territory. Let me, since I am, let's keep it global. I'm interested to see what happens. So let's try this out. Now, I know the world of marketing. That's what I've been doing for several years now, since about 2010. So let me just show you how this whole thing works. So I'm going to look up marketing, okay, and see what it brings me. Let's see here. So if I type up marketing, and I click the search, what is it going to give me? Awesome. These are going to give me some longer keywords, and that's the trick, especially with keywords. You're wanting something that has more than one word. I mean, think about it. If you're purchasing sneakers and you want to buy them off a site like Amazon, you just want to get them online, maybe you want to go to Eastbay, whatever. What are you going to search for? You're not just going to search for sneakers. I want sneakers. If you type in sneakers, you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff you don't even want. What you're going to do is produce a long tail keyword. That's where you get a little bit specific, and it's something you do naturally. You don't think about it. So, for example, if you were looking for those sneakers again, you might search men's running sneakers. And then you might get more specific, right? You might start saying black men's running sneakers for inversion or something like that, right? You'll get super specific. So looking back at our word tracker search, this is what it brings up. It's telling me that these are the popular long tail keywords in my niche. So let's look at the top one here. Internet marketing. What sort of people are searching for this globally? We have 184,320 searches for the term internet marketing. That is good to know. Now, we have email marketing, search engine marketing, Google search engine marketing, affiliate marketing, social media marketing, stock marketing. You get the idea. We have all these words. Now, these will start to generate some ideas for you of stuff that you can include in your profile, right? Including that KRD, those keyword-rich descriptions. Now, let's look at another great one, another great site to find those keywords, which is going to be Uber Suggest. Now, Uber Suggest is going to work a little bit differently than your word tracker, okay? Uber Suggest, if I remember correctly, they add a different word on top of the word that you're searching. So I'll just show you. Better to show you than tell you. So let's see how this works. So I'm going to type in marketing. Okay, and I'm going to see what Uber Suggest does. Now, it's going to give me some letters here. So let me click on A. Awesome. So what it will do is it will pair it with your search term with the letters of the alphabet and see how those work together. So for example, for A, we're going to see marketing automation. That's a very good term that I know a lot of companies are searching and needing help with. So that's a good one. Marketing agency. That means if I can include the word marketing agency, that might be a way to differentiate what I'm doing, okay? Now, some of these will work and some of these won't, but these are all to give you more ideas rather than just use the same words that everyone's using and no one is searching for. That's what's important. So we see with B, marketing books and marketing budget, C, marketing concept, and we can go all the way down the list to Z, but I know you know I want to do that. So let's go ahead and look at one of our awesome tools here. Well, before I go to AdWords keyword tool, which you might be experience with, let's search a tool that you look up stuff on all the time, and that is going to be your plain old Google.com. Okay? And Google.com is awesome because we have this thing which we take for granted so often. It's called Google Instant. So you see, if I start typing my words here, it's going to start to give me suggestions. You see, automatically with marketing come marketing plan template, marketing plan example, marketing jobs in Denver. Okay? All this stuff pops up the minute I start searching. Now, if I actually start typing, let's see if this works. If I start putting, it gives me internet marketing, inbound marketing, IT marketing jobs. So these are top search terms that Google, with its gazillions of dollars, is just throwing at me and saying, hey, are you searching for this? Because this is super popular. So that is a great way, again, to see what sort of terms we can use to take advantage of our profile on LinkedIn and get to stand out. Now, the last keyword tool I'm going to run with you, because there are dozens of them. There's Raven SEO, there is Longtail Pro, but this stuff is paid. If you really want to get into a program, I'd recommend to you Longtail Pro. It just has all these awesome features and tools and filters you can use, but that's going to be really probably more advanced than we need. Okay? But that's just an option if you're looking for something totally amazing. Now, let's click on our good old keyword planner here. Now, our keyword planner here is going to be available to us once we click tools. And we click on keyword planner. Yes, I know my ads are paused. Thank you very much. And we are back with our keyword planner tool. I'm using my browser with all the bazillion different sorts of tabs that I have open, but this allows me to get to that tool. So let's go ahead and get into this. Now, one of the easiest things to do with keyword planner is to search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category. So let's just click that and we're going to get some nice option here. It's going to give us the options for targeting, languages, all that. For our purposes, you can leave this untouched. Really, you don't need to add negative keywords unless you really want to. That's just going to mean don't include these words. So for example, if you were searching for sandwiches, right, you might add a negative keyword of Earl, meaning I don't want to learn about the Earl of sandwich. I just want to learn about sandwiches, like submarine sandwiches or things like that. Yes, I know, random example, but let's continue. Now, for our term, say I want to get a little specific, right? Because I learned something with all the keyword searching we're doing, and I'm typing this with my left hand. That's why this is going so slow, but it is all good. And I'm going to press get ideas. Okay? Now, internet marketing, what sorts of ideas is it going to give me? Okay, they're saying internet marketing is getting about 1,000 to 10,000 monthly searches. And if we see what looks to be popular, affiliate marketing gets about 10,000 to 100,000 searches with medium competition. When it comes to competition, another thing to keep in mind is keywords with medium competition are going to be your best bet. If your competition, say, is low, like something like internet marketing company, it means that it's most likely not going to be a lucrative opportunity for you. I know this is not product, but if you think of marketing yourself as like marketing a product or service, you're going to want to get in that sweet spot of getting a fairly nice monthly search term number and medium competition. So just something to keep in mind. SEO, we see there, It has 100,000 to 1 million monthly searches, and with medium competition. That sounds like a sweet spot and something I could consider in the future. So these are awesome, awesome ways to get involved. Get involved in our keyword searching, right? Making that awesome. Now, with keyword research, it's also important that we not only look up these words, but that we start thinking about the common language people use when they're searching for things, right? So if you have a term or an industry term that is super specific and super technical, you might want to think of ways to make it more simple to understand. For example, there are marketing terms out there I could use, like CPMs and CPCs, and I could use PPC. These are terms that maybe a person that is well versed in marketing would get. But if I can say things folks are understanding and searching for, like internet marketing, that will most likely help my chances than using uber specific terms. All right. Now, this is an optional thing that I was debating on showing you or not, but what the heck? I'm talking about keyword research and getting to reach your ideal person in the talented trio. So let's go through a buyer persona. Let's just think about this a little bit. Now, a buyer persona is what we typically use in product marketing, and it's a way to understand our ideal customers, right? I know that you don't have ideal customers because we're doing LinkedIn profiles, but thinking through this stuff is going to help you think about, okay, what sort of stuff is this person needing? Because I can guarantee you one thing, if they're on LinkedIn and they're searching for something, they want to find something, right? That's pretty obvious, okay? So if we can think about who exactly it is we're trying to reach, that can help us. Now, I'll just run through this very quickly. With our buyer persona, this is an example I created for another business. I have my person here who's called Mid-Corp Carl. Okay, this is a name I give it to make it a little bit more personable, so I'm not just randomly reaching out to the masses of folks. You got to make stuff personable and fun. So I talk about the person's background, right? If they're educated, how many years they've had experience in the field. I even get down to the nitty-gritty if they're married or not. I also create a personal story. I detail the person's life story. Let me just go ahead and read this to you. This is stuff I picked up from my mentors on getting uber specific about who you're trying to reach. So let's just go ahead and do it. Carl is a graduate of a Midwestern university where he attended both undergrad and graduate school. His typical style of dress is a long sleeve blue shirt, with khakis during the cooler months. Wow. And a short sleeve button up when it gets warm. He's thought about doing other work besides being a marketing manager at his firm, but remains indecisive. What he does know, he doesn't want to make enough money. He doesn't make enough money, and he'd like to be the hero to the corporate office by wowing them with big marketing results. He has 2 children, one toddler, the other just started kindergarten. He drives an American sedan, though desires something more foreign and luxurious. Yes, regardless of the slip-ups there, you can see that what we're getting into is the person's life. And the deeper we can understand who we're trying to reach, the easier it's going to be. All right? So I also get into demographics here. This person skews male, how old they are, income. I get into identifiers. Does this person generally tend to be skeptical? Are they positive? Do they like to go on Reddit, or do they prefer going on Facebook? I talk about challenges and how can I help them? This is very important. How exactly can you help this person given their challenges? What are their common objections to dealing with people like yourself? And also some real quotes. So I know that's a lot of information, but that is something to totally consider if you're wanting to get a better grasp on what your prospect, this person that you're trying to reach, what they're looking for and how you can sort of meet that need with your profile, okay? Now, I would encourage you also to complete the worksheet that comes along with this module because it's going to help you walk through this keyword research process so you can better get a grasp on how you can match what people are wanting with what you're offering, right, in yourself. Now, in the next video, we're going to talk about how to get even more results with your profile through crafting a profile summary. This is a key factor in getting your profile read and connecting with the right people, all right? So I will let you go here and we'll pick this up in the next video. Talk to you then.